Hello, my homies. Welcome to my channel, where we discuss topics that we don't fully understand. Today, we are going to talk about Intel stock suddenly going absolutely wild. Seriously, your dad's favorite tech company just did something crazy, and we need to break it down.
Okay, so let's get right into it. Something nuts just went down in the tech world. A stock that, let's be honest, everyone was kind of sleeping on just completely exploded. We have to figure out what is going on here.
Yeah, you're seeing that right. A 30% jump. For Intel, in one day. For a company that's been, struggling a bit, a jump this big is like watching your grandpa suddenly decide to run a marathon and then win it. It's wild, it makes no sense, and we've got to get to the bottom of it.
And that's really the big question here, isn't it? How did Intel, the reliable, kind of boring dad of the tech world, suddenly get this cool? Like overnight, what happened? What kind of magic trick did they just pull?
All right, so to really get what's happening, you need to meet the two main players in this little drama. And trust me, it's a classic setup. We've got the undisputed king, and then you've got the former champ who's been, well, down on his luck.
So player one is NVIDIA. I mean, you know these guys. They are the AI kingpin, the juggernaut. They're basically running the tech world right now, making the chips that power literally everything cool in AI. They're on top of the world, playing 4D chess while everyone else is still figuring out checkers.
And then there's player two, Intel. The OG, right? The legend, the former champ. But let's be real. Lately, they've been taking L's. A lot of them. They are desperate, and I mean desperate, for a win. They needed a comeback story, like yesterday.
And if you look at the numbers, it's kind of brutal. You've got NVIDIA just crushing it with a super impressive PE ratio, and then you have Intel with a negative PE. Which, if you're wondering, is financial speak for, we are losing a ton of money. It's like David and Goliath. Except in this story, Goliath just walked over and asked David if he wanted to team up. Wild.
So what could possibly cause a 30% stock explosion like that? It all comes down to one thing, a deal. A huge, totally unexpected team-up that feels like it's straight out of a movie. Let's talk about this $5 billion handshake.
Yep, $5 billion with a B. NVIDIA, the king of the castle, just announced they're basically investing $5 billion into Intel. And this wasn't just some casual investment. No, this was a massive vote of confidence, and Wall Street just went completely bonkers over it.
Okay, so how does this team-up even work? Well, it's actually kind of genius. You've got NVIDIA with the AI brains. They have the absolute best chip designs. And then you have Intel, who, despite everything, still has these massive factories, right? The manufacturing muscle. So they're just going to combine forces, brains meet brawn. The goal? To create some insane next-gen super tech for AI and for our PCs. It's the ultimate team-up.
And the secret sauce, the little piece of magic that makes this whole thing possible, is this tech called NVLink. The easiest way to think about it is like a super fast secret handshake that lets NVIDIA's AI brains and Intel's manufacturing muscle talk to each other. It's the tech that connects the brains and the brawn and makes them work together perfectly.
Look, let's not sugarcoat it. For Intel, this is a total Hail Mary pass. That last-second, desperate throw to the end zone, hoping for a miracle touchdown. Getting to partner with the undisputed #1 player in the game, this is literally the best-case scenario they could have ever dreamed of.
Okay, but a comeback story this good? It feels a little too perfect, right? It's like a Hollywood movie, and we all know that in every great story there's a catch. Well, in this case, there are a few pretty big, pretty scary ones.
Yeah. So here's the biggest catch. That number you're looking at, that's how much money Intel has lost. Negative $21 billion. Just let that sink in for a second. This isn't just a bad quarter. This is a company in a seriously deep financial hole.
And the reality check does not stop there. Their revenue, not growing. Their stock before this news, it was basically in the toilet. So even with this NVIDIA partnership, they have a massive, massive mountain to climb to prove this is a real turnaround. One good day doesn't just magically erase years of problems.
And as if all their own problems weren't enough, there's one more hurdle, a final boss, if you will. Government regulators. Seriously, big tech deals like this get so much scrutiny. There's a very real chance that the government could just step in, look at this whole thing and go, no, and just block the whole deal. That would kill everything before it even gets started.
So this all brings us to the big debate, right? The $1 million, or I guess $1 billion question. Is this whole 30% jump just a bunch of market hype that's going to fizzle out? Or is this the first real sign of hope for one of the original giants of tech?
And you can really break it down into two camps. On one side, you've got Team Hype. They're looking at Intel's terrible financials and saying, look, this is just a temporary fad. It's going to crash back down to earth. But then you've got Team Hope. They see this deal as total validation. They're saying, hey, the best company in the world, just bet on them. This is the thing that could finally turn the whole ship around. And honestly, both sides kind of have a point.
So at the end of the day, what do you think? Was this just a one-day fireworks show fueled by pure hype? Or are we watching the beginning of one of the greatest comeback stories in tech history? The market has already placed its bet. The real question is, are you betting on the comeback kid?